Okay. Start. All right, guys. Welcome to class. Thank you so much for being here. Special announcements. I have my Emerge class coming up. So like I'm always like, it's once per month, but that's happening every week. So I have 3 monthly classes that I teach, 3 monthly breathwork classes that I teach every month. And this one is Emerge. It is just breathwork and sound. So no movement, no yoga, just breathing and sound. I have my sound guy, Brady Bloom, coming, and it's this Friday, 7:15, and it's $30 per person. So if you're interested in coming, I would love to have you. It's it's intended for anyone who's going through any sort of transition in life, which is really like everybody, any given time. So, so everyone's invited. Yeah, that's this Friday. Victoria, do you have anything going on? Nothing special? Okay. I think most of you know Victoria. She teaches here Fridays at 10:30. She's lovely. She'll be subbing some of my classes in June when I'm in Ireland at the end of June, or yeah, and beginning of June for a second. We'll get to that later. But I'm here until the end of the month, so don't worry. Don't worry, but don't worry. I'm crazy. Okay, let's see. Anything else we got going that I can think of? Any questions? Any announcements from you guys? Okay, shall we just do yoga? Let's practice. So go ahead and let's actually start lying down today. So go ahead and just lie down on your mat. And as you lie down, if it would feel good to stretch your body a little bit, maybe just full body stretch, arms long, legs long, or maybe you want to hug your knees in for a moment, kind of give your low back a little massage. Maybe you just want to give yourself a little temple massage or forehead massage or jaw massage. And then eventually, no rush, find a position where you can just be still and rest. So maybe you're laying in Shavasana with your legs extended and your arms out by your sides. Maybe you want to bring your feet to the ground with your knees bent. That might feel better on your low back. Or even feet together, knees apart, a little bit of gentle hip opening. And then eventually, once you've kind of settled in physically, just close your eyes. And take a moment to really fully feel into this space. So feel your body on the ground, feel the air on your skin, the energy in the room. Notice the sounds around you. So the sound of my voice, which is obvious, but then also notice background noises, white noise, noise in the distance. Just kind of expand your awareness of sound, maybe noises coming from within. Notice how you feel. So physically, how you feel as you lay here. And then also energetically and emotionally, what have you brought with you to class today? And without judging, but just observing and noticing, paying more attention. And start to notice the rise and fall of your breath, the expansion and contraction. And next time you breathe in, very intentionally fill up as big as you possibly can. And then when you think you are full, see if you can even sip in just a little bit more. And then big open mouth sigh, let it go, sigh it out. Ah, bless you. Again, just like that, great big inhale, fill up. Take a moment at the top, hold in fullness, let the breath circulate around. And then open your mouth, let it go, sigh it out. Ah. Good, once more, just like that. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Pause at the top. Little extra sip if you want it. And then let it go. Sigh it out. Big release. Very nice. Seal your lips now and start to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. Start to create that whisper noise with your breath. Just finding your own internal rhythm. If you feel really good, just laying here, feeling whatever there is to feel, just connecting to your own rhythm, your own cadence. Stay for as long as you would like. As you're ready to move, just draw your knees towards your belly and find a gentle rock from side to side. So take just a moment, rock it out. You can rock just side to side, or if you want, you might even circle your knees around, trace the outline of your sacrum against the ground, or you can move your knees in different directions, kind of get more into your hips. And then eventually, supine spinal twist. Let both of your knees fall over to the right, left arm out to the left. If there's a different variation that you would like to take, choice is yours. Take about 3 or 4 big, spacious breaths down into your belly. Gaze up or over your left shoulder. And just notice how this position feels in your body. Just gently bringing a little more mobility into your spine this morning. Gently moving your breath all the way down into low belly, low back. And then with each exhale, just let your body soften around the pose. Let your body melt into the twist. Take 1 or 2 more rounds on this side. And then in your own time, just transition to the other side. So you can take a moment as you come through center, kind of neutralize, maybe rock it out, maybe give your knees a big squeeze. And then eventually knees go left, right arm out to the right. Breathe all the way down into your belly. So feel your breath expand into your belly. Each inhalation. And then each exhalation all the way to emptiness. Soften through your face, your forehead, your cheeks, even the inside of your mouth. See if you can bring the tiniest little space in between your teeth. Just feel whatever's there to be felt. Take about 2 more rounds, or just whenever you feel pretty much even on both sides. Come back to center, and again, take your little rock, and you can choose to either rock and roll along your spine a few times. Eventually, we'll meet on hands and knees. So if you would rather just roll onto one side and use your arms to guide you up, that's fine too. You're rocking and rolling, let's say go for about 5 or 6, and then eventually rock up, cross your ankles, and just bring your hands to the ground in front of you. So you just kind of roll over your feet. We'll all meet on hands and knees, no rush. Once you're on your hands and your knees, take a few rounds of cat-cows. So inhale to arch your spine. It's your spinal extension. Exhale to round your back, curl in your spinal flexion. So back and forth, breath by breath, just feeling into the mobility of your spinal column. Yeah, and if you want to get a little more intuitive or creative, move your hips side to side or circle them around, feel free. We'll take thread the needle in just a moment, so maybe hold off if that's where you want to go. Very nice, friends. Take about 2 more rounds. And then find your way back to neutral spine position, just regular hands and knees. Bring your knees at least hips width distance apart if they're not already there. Take your right arm out to the right and all the way up towards the sky. Breathe in. Hey, Sydney. Exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach underneath, come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. And anywhere you want to take this. So if you want to wrap your left arm behind your back, if you want to push into the ground with your left hand, you do you. If you want to extend your left leg out to the left, feel free. Take about 3 more rounds and see if you can really feel your breath a lot in your back body. So feel into the space between your shoulder blades. Breathe into that space. The space in between your ribs, all the way down into your low back, your kidneys. And if you do happen to have your left hand or your left knee lifted, slowly bring them both back to the ground. And then next time you inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it out, reach it up, open up. Exhale, set your right hand down. And just for a moment, downward facing dog. So before we go to the other side, take a moment to just stretch and lengthen. So you can pedal out your heels, you can shift your hips side to side, give your head a little shake, yes or no. So feel into the length from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. Maybe work the length in the backs of your legs, or it might feel good to just keep a bend in your knees. No big deal. Soft base, relax through your neck. Big deep breaths. Nice poses, everybody. Take just 1 more round into your down dog. And then at the end of your exhale, gently set your knees back down. So coming back to your tabletop. Knees hips width distance apart or just a little bit wider. We'll thread the needle with our left arm this time. So left arm out and up, breathe in. And exhale to thread it through, resting on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head, and anywhere you would like to go to explore. Good. Yeah, feel free to extend your right leg out or take your right arm behind your back. Feel your breath in your back body. So if I came over to you and put my hands on your back, I should be able to feel, are you inhaling or are you exhaling? Are you expanding, inflating, or are you contracting, hugging in? Can you hear your breath as it flows through? Take a couple more rounds. Nice job, everyone. If you do have your right knee or right hand lifted, slowly bring them back to the earth. Next time you breathe in, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up 1 more time. Exhale, left hand down, and then downward facing dog. Take it back, walk it out. Anything goes. Big, spacious Ujjayi breath. Just noticing, feeling into all the length that's available to you. Breathing and using your breath to support and hold your body as much as you can. So each inhale, it feels like you get lighter, like you become more buoyant. Each exhale, you find that connection to your center, to your intrinsic strength. So at the bottom of each exhale, see if you can feel your navel draw back and up towards your spine. Feel that connection to your center. You guys look awesome. Nice poses. Take 1 more great big huge in-breath. And then as you exhale, look to the top of your space and however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, find a halfway lift position. Pause in your halfway lift. Bring your feet about hips width distance apart if they're not there already. And then we're going to add a twist. So bend your left knee as much as you want to. You can bend it a lot. Left fingertips to the ground, right arm to the sky. So stay in a halfway lift position. Your spine is long, crown reaches forward, and your right butt cheek pulls back. See if you can stay rooted through the inner edge of your right foot as you lengthen your right leg. Breathe into your belly and your low back and use your exhales to twist just a little bit further. Take one more round. Very nice. End of your exhalation, unwind and switch to the other side. So right hand on the ground or right fingertips, right knee can bend a lot. Left arm reaches up. Open through the left side of your heart, through the front of your left shoulder. Crown reaches forward and left butt cheek pulls back like you're dragging it back. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your left foot. Take one more deep breath. Nice, Victoria. End of your exhalation. Let it go. Forward fold. You can hang out for just a moment, maybe a ragdoll pose. Maybe hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. You can have a little or a big bend in your knees. So even if you have a big bend in your knees, you can still get a great stretch here as long as you focus on lifting your butt up. So rather than rocking back into your heels and locking out your knees, I would rather see a big bend in your knees. Weight slightly forward and then lift your butt as high as you can as you reach the crown of your head towards the ground. Take one more round into your full. Inhale to a halfway lift. One more time. Just realign your spine. Nice, Pam. And then exhale, fold, let it go. Root through your feet, reverse swan dive all the way up. So lead with your heart, arms to the sky as you inhale, hands to heart as you exhale. Inhale, arms reach up, stretch tall. Pause here, interlace your fingers and flip your palms up to face the sky. So get your arms as straight and as strong as you can. Take one more in breath. And then as you exhale, side body stretch towards the windows. Press your palms towards the windows and then reach your hips towards the opposite wall. So hips move slightly to the right, a little more weight in your right foot. Yeah, take one more big breath. And then at the end of your exhale, you're just going to curl forward. So your palms will press towards the front wall, round your spine. You might bend your knees a lot. So feel into this. Maybe it feels good to kind of move one shoulder up and then the other. Move your hips a little bit side to side. So stretching to both sides of your back ribs, both sides of your back body. Yeah, make it feel good. One more round. And then we're going to come up with a side body stretch towards the opposite wall. So over to your right. Palms reach to the right, hips press towards the windows. Breathe now into your left side. A little more weight in your left foot. Nicely. Really good, you guys. Press through your palms. Arms as straight and as strong as you can make them. One last round. And then inhale back to center, super tall. Exhale, release your clasp, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers there. So roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine, and maybe start to reach your hands back behind you. Try not to hyperextend or lock out through your elbows if possible. Final option, if you want it, add just a little baby back bend. So lift your heart, lift your gaze, pop up through your chest. Hug in with your inner thighs and press your hips gently forward. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Keep your clasp all the way down into your fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to so that you can relax your neck, let your head be heavy. Lift your sit bones, lift your butt up, lift your knuckles up, Possibly even start to reach your knuckles forward. Nice, Makai. Soft face. Relax through your jaw. Take one more big in-breath. As you exhale, release your clasps. Hands to your low back. Might feel good. And then release. Let your arms hang. You can shake them out if you want to. On an in-breath, find your halfway lift. And then exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, plank position. Take an inhale at the top of your push-up and maybe a little rock forward onto your tippy toes. Maybe your knees come down to modify. Exhale to slowly lower, one strong straight line. Nice, Liz. Spider-Man Cobra. So hands out onto the hardwood floor, up on your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, take a little twist to your right side. Dip your left shoulder down. Inhale through center, lift your heart. Exhale, other side, twist. Very nice. Inhale back to center, heart lifts, belly tones. Exhale, release and let it go. However you want to transition, find your way back to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths into your dog pose. If you would like, you can turn it into a turbo dog for a little more strength work. So if you want to go for turbo dog, the only thing that you change is your arms. Bend your elbows a lot, squeeze them towards each other. So it's almost like a dolphin pose, but your forearms are hovering just an inch or so above the ground. Keep lifting your hips really high, growing your spine really long. Yeah. Wherever you're at, breath is right there with you. Awesome, Paul. So feel into all that length in your spinal column, all that length in your side bodies. Feel the space in between your shoulders. Take one more in-breath, push into the ground with your fingertips, lift through your sit bones, and exhale, look forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, come straight into your halfway lift, nice and long. Nice, Chris. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise to stand all the way up, arms to the sky, big stretch. Hands to heart center as you exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And then as you exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees, weight in your heels, swing your arms back behind you. So start in a chair plane and feel the little lift in your heart like you're doing a cobra pose. So you're not rounding and looking at the ground, but lifting and looking slightly forward. Yeah, nice, Rhea. As you stick your butt out behind you, see if you can feel a connection to your center, navel to spine. You can stay here if you want, or option to float up onto your tiptoes. So lift your heels as high as you can, really strong through your feet and your ankles. Maybe you can sit your butt now a little bit lower. Keep your heart lifted. Gaze slightly forward. Nice, Kathy. Take one more full round of breath. As you inhale, set your heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana. So rise up, cactus your arms, lift your heart. As you exhale, I like to bring my hands to prayer at my third eye. You can choose, but we're going to dive all the way down into our fold. Halfway lift with your in-breath. Stick your butt out. Reach the crown of your head forward. How much length can you create? Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. This time vinyasa on your own, however you would like. So add or subtract, take it on your knees, skip it completely. And we'll see you back in downward facing dog. Very nice, friends. Good awareness. Ujjayi breath. So feel it, hear it as it flows through. Next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. So you can take a moment to kind of feel around, to explore. Maybe you want to open your hip. Maybe you want to roll out your ankle. Maybe you want to keep your right leg strong, powerful, your hips square. So you choose what feels most beneficial in your body in this moment. Keep both hands rooted. Stay connected to your center. Nice job. Take one more big inhale. Right leg long, strong, and powerful. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So round your spine, hollow out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. Push the ground away on your back, tippy toes. And then exhale, step forward softly. Rise up to crescent lunge in your own time. So no hurry. Feel the stability of your legs, your strong foundation. Yeah, all 10 toes face forward, both hips face directly forward. So really square off your hips by energetically pulling your front hip back hip forward. So it might feel like you're overdoing it just a little bit in order to get that hugging in of your inner thighs. So feel into it, find your stability. Little tone in your lowest, deepest abdominals, navel to spine connection, so you feel supported through your low back. And then heart lifts up, maybe your gaze even lifts. Beautiful, friends. Take one more big inhale here. As you exhale, turbo twist towards the right side of the room. So left arm goes forward, right arm goes back, and back knee bends to a hover. So imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward. If you want to modify, you can always set your back knee gently on the ground. Broaden through your shoulders and your collarbones, open through the front of your heart, and reach through your fingertips. Imagine your arms are like your great big wingspan. Take one more full round of breath. Maybe get a tiny bit lower in your legs. Yes, inhale, come back to crescent lunge. So unwind. Option to straighten your front leg if you want to, just for fun. So both legs straight. And then exhale, hands to the earth. Standing splits, right foot roots, left leg floats high. And I don't care how high, if high for you is 2 inches above the ground, perfect. Just find your own edge. If you want to play, feel free. You could play with right arm behind right leg. You could play with little handstand hops. You could play with Shiva squats. We'll get there in a moment. Soften through your face. Lift from your center. Active through your left foot. So see if you can feel your left toes either spreading or pointing, or if you want to, you can flex your foot. Just active through your left foot. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, Shiva squat just one time. So left knee to the back of your right knee. Both knees bend, get small, curl in. Inhale, re-extend your left leg high. And if you want, you can even play with a little handstand hop. Exhale to step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat once again. This time, set up your warrior 2 legs. Rise when you are ready. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. So right toes directly forward, left toes directly towards the left side of the room. And really feel your front knee crack open towards your pinky toe. So wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body. Try not to let your left hip shoot forward. So keep your left hip back and plugged into the socket. So you want to feel a nice neutral pelvis while allowing your hips to open. Next time you breathe in, legs stay the same, but reach forward as far as you can. Reach, reach, reach. And then tip it over. Right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky, side angle. So heart stays open, hips stay open. You can stay as you are, perfect. Just breathe, feel whatever there is to feel. Or maybe you want to explore a bit. Left arm could reach forward, half bind, full bind. Maybe your right elbow is resting gently on top of your right thigh. So your variation, and then use your breath to work your pose. Take about 2 more rounds. Nice job, you guys. Next time you breathe in, stay in your legs, reverse your warrior. So rise up, reach back, lengthen through your right side. Keep that deep bend in your right knee. Keep tracking your right knee towards your pinky toe. Feel into the length of your right side body and see if you can create a little bit more just by breathing bigger. So breathe into your right waistline, the space in between your right ribs. Nice job, friends. Take one more great big inhale. And then as you exhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten out your front leg now and parallel your feet. So turn all of your toes towards the left long edge of your mat. Arms to the sky, inhale. And then listen as you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades, squeeze your spine. If you can, start to reach your hands back and maybe lift your heart up. One more in-breath. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart. Take it all the way down, wide-legged forward fold with your fingers interlaced. You have to engage your core to hold yourself here without your hands on the ground. So feel that connection, navel to spine, as you lift your butt really high. So butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground. And then maybe you can work that opening in your shoulders, reach your knuckles higher, possibly even towards the windows a little bit. You've got about 3 more breaths. If you want to let go of your clasp at any time, totally fine. If you want to hold it the entire time, totally fine. You do you. Make sure your breath is there. You can exhale out your mouth at any time. Soft face, soft jaw. Really nice. If you still have your fingers interlaced, take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, hands to low back, then release your clasp. Fingertips on the ground, halfway lift. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, crawl your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes forward, and just step your back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift position. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, take it all the way to stand. Arms to the sky, big full body stretch. Hold here in your high mountain. Now root just into left foot, float your right knee up, standing step. So inner thighs hug in, active through your right foot, flex your toes. Good, nice, Kathy. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, twist to your right, left arm forward, right arm back. If you want to, you can grab your right leg with your left hand. Hug in with your inner thighs to work your twist. If you want to go into hand to big toe pose, feel free. We will get there later when we're a little more warm, but if you feel ready, go for it. Open through your heart, tall through your spine. Take one more full round, work your twist as you exhale. And then inhale back to standing step. Arms reach up, option to extend your right leg. And then listen, exhale, swing your right leg around, right toes off the left side of your yoga mat. Hands to your heart, curtsy squat. So bend both knees, get low in your legs. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Yeah, pulse it out, little baby pulse it. Like 1 or 2 inches of movement, so stay really low. Yeah, let the heat build in your legs. Nice, Kirsten. Soft face, slow breath. As low as you can go, hold 1 last round. Inhale, high mountain. So step both feet back onto your mat, both arms to the sky. Exhale, dive down slowly, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen out. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, take your vinyasa however you would like. Watch out for Ruby. She got the idea. See you back in down dog. She's a smart girl. All right, Ujjayi breath. So notice, feel, observe. Maybe you notice a difference between right side versus left side. Maybe not. Next time you inhale, take your left leg to the sky. And then give yourself a moment. If you want to explore, feel free. You can open your hip, roll out your ankle. Anything goes. Stay rooted through your hands, lift from your center. So feel that connection to center and use it to take some weight out of your arms, your wrists, your hands. Take one more big inhale, left leg long, strong, powerful. Exhale, nice CC, left knee to your nose, round your spine, hollow out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. Shoulders over your wrists, on your back, tippy toes, and then exhale, step forward softly. Crescent lunge. As you are ready, take your time to rise and settle. Nice, Christina. So hips square. Yes, nice, Tracy. All 10 toes face forward. Your stability comes by hugging towards midline. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. It might even feel like you're overdoing it a little bit to really find center. So feel into it. Find your stability, your strong foundation. That's your legs. And then your own unique expression in your upper body. Heart is lifted. Reach through your fingers. Maybe even lift your gaze. One more in-breath. Exhale, turbo twist to your left. So right arm forward, left arm swings back as you turn to your left towards the windows. Back knee bends to a hover, or at any time, if you want to just set your back knee down, please feel free. If your back knee is hovering, imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward and pull your front hip back. Nice, Jocelyn. Open through the front of your heart, front of your shoulders. Your big wingspan, reach through your fingertips. One more round. Nice, Victoria. Inhale, come back to crescent lunge. So unwind. Option to straighten both legs if you want. And then exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Find your standing splits or your one-legged forward fold. So left foot roots, right leg floats high. Again, high is relative. So find your own edge and then be with it. Soften around it. See if you can find that lift from your center. Activation through your right toes. If you want to play, feel free to play. Rather than sitting in your left hip, try to lift out of your left hip. So use that connection to your core. Use your breath. Use the strength in your right leg. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee tucks into the back of your left knee. Both knees bend. So you curl into a little ball balanced on your left foot. Inhale, re-extend right leg high. Take a hop if you want. And exhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Set up for warrior two. And rise when you are ready. Nice, Jen. So back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Left toes face directly towards the front wall. And then feel your front knee. Rather than falling in and collapsing, it's tracking open towards your pinky toe. Pelvis nice and neutral while allowing your hips to open. So you're not trying to square off your hips at all. You're letting them open. Next time you inhale, left fingertips reach for the front wall. So reach as far as you possibly can. And then only thing that has to change is your arms. Left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky, or wherever you want to take it. So maybe right arm forward, half or full bind. If it's in your practice, if you feel like going there. Keep your heart open, keep your hips open, and keep your breath flowing every little space. Last couple of rounds. Very nice, you guys. Stay in your legs. Next inhale, press into your feet, reverse warrior. So come through your warrior two, reach up and reach back. Nicely lengthening now through your left side body. So keep that deep bend in your left knee. And imagine you're trying to lift your left ribs further away from your left hip. Feel the strength in your right side abdominals, your right side obliques to hold and support you. Take one more big inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, back to your warrior two. Straighten your front leg and parallel your feet. So all of your toes face the long edge of your mat. Arms to the sky on an in-breath. And this time, exhale, just dive down anywhere you would like to go for about 5 deep breaths. So anything that your body is calling for, something more restorative or something more challenging, it's up to you. Big deep breaths. Soft through your face, through your neck. Send your breath down the backs of your legs. Last couple of rounds. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground, bend your knees as much as you need to. And then exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, and step forward, forward fold, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen, realign your spine. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet all the way up, arms to the sky. Pause in high mountain. Right foot is your foundation this time. Left knee floats up, standing stack. So active through your left foot. Active weight is so much lighter to hold. So if your left leg feels so heavy, flex your toes back towards your shin and see if that changes anything. Take one more big inhale, reach up. As you exhale, twist to your left, right arm forward, left arm back. Option to hold the outside of your left thigh or knee with your right hand. If you want to go into hand to big toe pose, feel free. We will get there eventually. Squeeze through your inner thighs, broaden through your shoulders in the front of your heart. Use your exhale to twist a little further. Last round. Inhale, back to standing staff. Option to extend your left leg if you want to. And then as you exhale, slowly swing your left leg around. So feel that articulation through your left hip joint, left toes off the right side of your mat. It's like a little miniature lunge or a little miniature diagonal lunge. Hands to your heart, curtsy squat. So bend your knees. Try to keep your hips as square as possible. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. You can pulse it out. Stay low in your legs and keep breathing. Let that heat build. Yeah. Now as low as you can go and just hold one last breath. Inhale, high mountain, both feet on the ground, both arms to the sky. Slow dive all the way down, forward fold, traction out your spine. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you would like. End up in down dog, or if you'd rather, now would be a great time to take a child's pose. So give yourself a moment to just feel, to observe, to reconnect to your slow, deep breath. We'll move through that entire flow, that entire sequence. One breath, one movement. I will be with you the whole entire time, so you don't need to remember anything. But see if you can move slowly with my cues rather than speeding through it with momentum. So if I'm cueing too slowly for you, see if you can breathe bigger, breathe deeper, breathe slower. If you need to take a break at any time, or if you want to do your own thing, please feel free. It's your practice, so always honor what you need first. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Great big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look forward, step or float, top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, spine parallel to the ground, to the horizon. Exhale, let it go, fold it. Root through your feet and rise all the way up, arms to the sky, stretch tall. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So arms back behind you, option to float to tiptoes. As you bend your knees a lot, keep your heart slightly lifted. Nice, Pam. Inhale, heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana, rise up, open up. And exhale, dive down, maybe prayer hands at your third eye. Inhale, halfway lift position. Feel into all that length and strength in your back body. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep your exhale going as you lower. Nice, Kathy. Lift your heart. Breathe in, shoulders down and back. Nice, Liz. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big, huge inhale, right leg to the sky. Now softly, slowly step your right foot forward, low lunge. Rise to crescent lunge. Breathe in, heart lifts, gaze lifts, strong legs. Exhale, turbo twist to your right, left arm forward, right arm back, all the way to emptying your breath, back knee hovers. Inhale, back to crescent, option to straighten both legs if you would like. And exhale, low lunge, both hands to the ground. Inhale, standing splits, left leg floats high, lots of length. Exhale, Shiva squat, left knee tucks in the back of right. Good, Sydney, get small. Inhale, re-extend, option for one hop if you want. And then exhale, nice, Christine, step your left foot back. Warrior two with your inhale and rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, stay in your legs, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back, that deep bend in your front knee. Exhale, back to a warrior two. As you inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, take your arms up. Exhale, dive down all the way to empty. Fold as deep as you can, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward, spin your toes forward, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, another halfway lift. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet all the way up. Arms reach up, right knee lifts, standing stack. Exhale, twist to your right, left arm forward, right arm back. You can grab your right knee if you want to. Inhale, back to standing staff, option to extend right leg. Exhale, curtsy squat, swing your leg around, get low, hands to heart. Inhale, get high, reach up, high mountain. Exhale, take your dive down, follow your breath, slow and steady. Lift halfway with your inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga dandasana, or skip it if you'd rather. Heart lifts with your in-breath. Hips lift with your exhalation. Inhale your left leg to the sky, long, strong, powerful. Exhale, use your core, softly step your left foot forward. Rise with your in-breath, crescent lunge, strong legs. Exhale, turbo twist towards the windows, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends to a hover, get low. And then inhale, unwind, option to extend both legs, reach up high, lift your heart. Yes, exhale, hands come down. Left foot roots down, standing splits, float your right leg to the sky, active through your right toes. Shiva squat, right knee tucks to the back of left, curl in all the way to empty. And then re-extend, option for a handstand hop if you want it. Yes, and then exhale, right foot to the back of your mat, set up your warrior two stance. With your inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 2, hips open, heart open. Exhale, reach forward, and then tip it over all the way to empty in your breath. Nice, Rhea. Stay in your legs, reverse warrior, reach up, reach back, deep bend in your front knee. And exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, both arms up. Exhale, take your dive down, forward fold, all the way to empty, navel to spine connection. And then halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, step forward, forward fold, top of your mat. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet all the way up. Arms reach up, left knee floats up, active through your left foot. Exhale, take your twist towards the windows, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, back to standing staff. Extend your left leg if you want. And exhale, curtsy squat, slowly, intentionally. Get low, hands to heart. Inhale, reach high, stretch it up. And slow dive all the way down into your fold. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, take your vinyasa or skip it. See you back in down dog. So just a moment in your down dog, maybe a couple open mouth sighs. Feel whatever there is to feel. Feel all that energy flowing through your body. We've got one more time through that same sequence. I'll add in just a few little changes, a few little variations. So just like you always do, stay present, take what works, leave the rest behind. Take one more inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look forward, step or hop, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, rise all the way up. Arms reach, hands to heart as you exhale. All right, listen here. Inhale, arms to the sky. Side body stretch of your choice over to the right, send your hips to the left. Back through center with your inhale. Other side with your exhale. Think up and then over all the way to empty. Inhale, back to center. Now, chair plane or drinking bird. Exhale, arms back, maybe float to tiptoes. Set your heels down, arcing Tadasana, so rise up, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Yeah, and exhale, slow dive. Option for hands to your third eye. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa or skip it. You can always go straight back to down dog if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your heart. Nice paw. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Listen carefully. Inhale, right leg high. You can hold here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Inhale, back up, right leg high. Exhale, right to right. Aim as high as you can on your right arm. Inhale, back up. Nice CC. And then exhale, everyone, knee to your nose. Step through so softly, low lunge. Crescent with your in-breath. Rise, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo twist to your right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Back knee hovers. Inhale, back to crescent. Option to straighten your front leg. Exhale, hands come down, low lunge. Root into your right foot, float your left leg to the sky, standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat, curl in, left knee tucks into the back of right. Inhale, re-extend, option for a hop if you want it. And then exhale, step your left foot back, set up your warrior two legs, and inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, reach forward and tip it over your side angle. We're going to pause here for a few rounds of breath. You can stay in side angle, you can turn it into triangle, or you can turn it into balancing half moon. So lots of options. You do whatever would be most beneficial for you today. Feel free to play. So if you fall out, awesome. Come back in when you're ready. If your back leg is lifted, strong, powerful, active through your back foot. Remember, active weight is so much easier to hold wherever you're at. One more round. Nice, Kirsten. And see if you can land back in warrior two. So everybody, back to your warrior two stance. Take a moment, find your breath, settle in. Next inhalation, reverse your warrior. Front palm up, reach up and back. Exhale, back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Parallel your feet, arms to the sky as you inhale. And dive down as you exhale, all the way to empty. Fold as far as you can. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate toes forward, step forward, forward fold. Lift halfway, nice and long. Inhale. Exhale, fold, bow. Root through your feet all the way up, arms to the sky, right knee floats up, standing staff. Exhale, twist to your right. This is where we'll pause. Option to grab hold of your outer right thigh or right knee, or if it's available, grab your right foot and extend your right leg, only as far as you can without rounding your back. So stay tall through your spine, broad through your shoulders, squeeze through your inner thighs, press out through your heel. One more round. You guys look awesome. Good job. End of your exhalation, slowly unwind. Arms reach up, standing staff. Exhale, curtsy squat. Swing your right leg around, hands to heart, get low. Inhale, high mountain. Reach, stretch, lengthen. Slow dive all the way down. Fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Heart lifts, inhale. Hips lift, exhale. You're almost there, stick with it. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Hold here if you want, or exhale, left knee, right elbow across your body, push the ground away. Inhale, back up, nice Lizzie. Left to left, exhale, as close as you can get to your arm, as high as you can get on your arm. Nice Makai, inhale, back up. And then everybody, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step through softly. Nice, Rhea, rise with your inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, turbo twist, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends to a hover. Inhale, unwind, option to straighten both legs, so reach super high. Exhale, hands to the ground. Standing splits, left leg roots, right leg floats. Shiva squat, tuck your right knee into the back of your left knee, get small. Inhale, re-extend, option for a hop if you want. And then step your right foot back, set up your warrior two legs. And as you breathe in, rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, side angle. So reach forward, tip it over, pause and hold. So you can hold in side angle, turn it into a triangle, or turn it into a balancing half moon. If your back leg floats off the ground, keep it strong. Keep your foot active. Nice, Jen. All of those variations, heart is open, shoulders are open, hips are open. If you fall out, no big deal. That's why we are here. We're practicing, we're playing. Take one more round wherever you are at. And then see if you can land softly in a warrior two. So everybody back to warrior two. Adjust if needed. Reconnect to your breath. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back. Exhale, warrior two once again. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet, arms reach up, breathe in. And last time, dive down into your wide-legged fold, all the way to empty in your breath. Halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate toes forward, step forward, forward fold. Lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Exhale, bow. Through your feet, rise. Inhale, arms to the sky, left knee lifts. Exhale, twist towards the windows. Right hand grabs the outside of your left knee or thigh, left arm back behind you. Stay right here and hold, or option to grab your left foot. Go for the outer edge or peace fingers around your big toe. Extend your leg only as much as you can without rounding your spine. So stay tall through your spine, long through your side bodies, open through your shoulders. Yes, one more round. Work your twist as you exhale. Squeeze your inner thighs. Nice, Christine. Inhale, come back to standing staff. Arms to the sky. Exhale, curtsy squat. Slowly swing your leg around. Get low. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive down. Halfway lift, inhale. Listen, exhale, plant your hands, feet back to plank. Pause in plank. This is your grand finale. Come down to your forearms, forearm plank. So elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel, or you can tripod your hands for a little less intensity. So push into the ground with the belly of your forearms. Hug in with your upper arms. Feel the strength in your shoulders. Start to crawl your toes towards your elbows, coming into dolphin pose. So lift your hips as high as you can. Press your chest back towards the back wall. Hug in with your upper arms. Take just 3 big breaths in dolphin. If you want to lift one leg, then the other, play with little hops, go for it. Slow, deep breaths. You are so much stronger than your mind wants you to think you are. Take one last big inhale. And if you want, sigh it out your mouth. Ah, nice work. Come down to rest. Child, embryo, puppy, heroes. So just relax. Slow everything down. Just be in your body. Open mouth sighs, more than welcome. Take a couple more grounding breaths. And then downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And pigeon pose, right shin through the top of your mat. Gently set your body down. If you would rather take this in a seat or on your back, if it serves you better there, please feel free. Otherwise, take your time to set yourself up intentionally. And start your bow forward in your own time, just breath by breath, settling in. Just feel whatever there is to feel. So invitation is to stay in your body. Anytime you wander off or you get distracted, your mantra is, how does this feel in my body? How does this feel in my body? Come back. Be here for about 5 or 6 more rounds. Soften where you can soften. So through your shoulders. What would it feel like if you could soften through your heart? Soften through the inside of your mouth. Soften through your outer shell. So an energetic softening. What would that feel like? Take about 2 more deep breaths. And then end of your next exhale, slowly start a transition back to 3-legged dog. If you're on your back or in a seat and you want to take your own movement to neutralize in between sides, that's fine. If you are moving into your 3-legged dog, right leg back and up, give your right leg a nice little shake out, or maybe circle your knee around a little bit. Option to flip your dog as a counter stretch if that's in your practice and it would feel good to you right now. If you do choose to take the back bend, about 2 big deep breaths in your heart opener. Very nice, everybody. And then regular down dog, walk it out. You can move through a vinyasa on your own if you would like to. As you're ready, my friends, just take your left leg to the sky and then bring your left shin forward, no rush. So come into pigeon on the other side in your own time. Set up with awareness, intention, attention. So you're not just plopping yourself into pigeon and then tuning out. You're bringing your shin forward and then carefully feeling around, finding that balance of structure, strength, stability with softness, letting go, mobility. Use your breath. So if it feels really uncomfortable, you don't want to hold your breath and get tighter and tighter. Breathe into it. Invite those muscles that are tight, that are stuck, that are heavy. Invite them to soften, to relax a little bit. About 5, 6 more rounds. Yeah, anytime you want, big open mouth sigh, go for it. I'm going to guesstimate around 3 more breaths. I'll leave it up to you ultimately. So just when you feel pretty much even on both sides, no hurry. Start one last transition back to 3-legged dog. Maybe flip your dog. Maybe find one last vinyasa. If you're on your back or in a seat and you want to take your own movement there, please feel free. Yeah, if you're back in your 3-legged dog, left leg might want a little shake out. Maybe you want to take wild thing to open through the front of your hips. Give yourself a couple breaths. And if you do want one last vinyasa, now is your time. Eventually, everybody, you choose downward facing dog, child's pose, or if you're already on your back, just hang out there. So if you're in child's pose, just relax, rest, breathe down into your low back. If you're in down dog, stretch and lengthen. Feel into all that space you've created through your practice. One more round wherever you're at. And then start transitioning everyone down onto your back. You can face whichever direction you want to. Once you're there, just like we did at the very beginning of our practice, hug your knees in, find that gentle rock from side to side. After a few rocks from side to side, feet on the ground, knees bent. One final heart opener set up for bridge pose. So feet hips width distance apart, all 10 toes face forward, arms by your sides. When you're ready, I think all of you are familiar with bridge pose. So when you're ready, just peel your spine off the ground, lift your hips. If you want to take full wheel or upward facing bow, a full back bend, if that's in your practice, go for it. Everyone, 3 to 5 rounds in bridge pose, just opening through your front body. Hug in with your inner thighs, stay rooted through the inner edges of your feet and your heels especially. And feel your breath move down into your belly, maybe even watch your breath move down into your belly. Very nice. Any variation you want to take, 3 to 5 rounds. And then ease your way back down. No rush. So hold for as long as you want to. Come out whenever you're ready. Once you are back in a neutral spine position, just windshield wiper your knees side to side a few times. So take your feet out nice and wide, wider than your hips. That'll open up space in your low back. And just a few times, back and forth, feeling into your hips, feeling into your low back. Maybe you want to stay on one side for a couple rounds. And then after a few rounds, just come back and rest with your feet wide, knees together, constructive rest pose. Option to bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And just be here for a moment. Not really doing much of anything, but just feeling whatever's there to be felt. Feeling into the space in your low back and your pelvic bowl. Noticing the stability and support of the ground underneath you. Just really letting your body give in. If this feels really nice and you want to stay here for the rest of your practice for your Shavasana as well, perfectly fine. If there are any finishing poses, any last movements or stretches you want to take, give yourself a few rounds of breath to do so. So maybe a happy baby, maybe a full body stretch, maybe one last squeeze of your knees in, anything your body is calling for. And then everybody just start your journey into your own Shavasana in your own time. As you make your way there, I have a reading for you. It's by Emily McDowell today. She says, finding yourself is not really how it works. You aren't a $10 bill found in last winter's coat pocket. You are also not lost. Your true self is right there, buried under cultural conditioning, other people's opinions, and inaccurate conclusions you drew as a kid that became your beliefs about who you are. Finding yourself is actually returning to yourself, an unlearning, an excavation, a remembering of who you were before the world got its hands on you. So these last few moments, just let your breath be effortless. Just let your body let go. Feel into who you are underneath all those layers. Your truest self, the essence of you. Get curious about that. Connect with that. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. And just slowly start to wiggle through fingers and toes. As you're ready, find your way into a fetal position on either side. And take just one last moment, really let your practice settle inside of you, absorb into you as you rest on your side body. And then using the strength in your arms, help yourself up into seated meditation, facing towards the front of your mat and the front of our space. Close your eyes and gather your hands to your heart. And just bow your head to your heart. Acknowledge yourself. Thank yourself for being here this morning, for showing up, taking time to do your practice, to tune in, to connect with a deeper part of yourself. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. We made it. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. So I'll be on the first week of June and then the last week of June. Just a heads up. But I'll be here till the end of the month. And I think Victoria's subbing Tuesday, right? Tuesday? John's subbing Thursday. Cool. Each. And John will do Thursday. Yeah. Okay, lover. Okay, lover. That's so actually. So good. So good. I am. I'm going to Lake Powell the first week. Thanks, guys. Good job. You made it. It's impressive, man. I can't hear you, Callie, if you're speaking. Hang on. No, I can't hear you. Okay, bye. Oh,
Bye.
sorry.